Hello there, colorful creators. Step one of our project today is to gather up old artwork from the past. We will be recycling and repurposing them into a new creation. For step two, you will want to find some cardboard and a pair of scissors, as we will be working to cut out a rectangle from our cardboard. This rectangle will be used within our final craft as we work together to repurpose and recycle different materials into a new piece of artwork. You will want to cut off any uneven or ripped edges until you have a nice straight edged rectangle. Next, we will grab our recycled artwork and we will begin to cut it up into little strips. So grab your scissors and begin to cut away until you have multiple little strips of your artwork. Once you have several cut strips, you will begin to tear some strips as well. This will give a really cool effect to your final project. When tearing the paper, you don't want the edges to be straight or perfect. You're just trying to give it some variety and interest and have a little bit of a torn effect on the edge, so that way it will look really good within our final project. Now that you have several strips of paper cut and torn, you want to go ahead and grab your glue. This is the glue that I will be using here. And then you will want to grab your cardboard rectangle and then add your glue onto the top portion of your cardboard rectangle. After you apply your glue, we will then begin to apply our cut strips of paper onto the top portion. When you apply your paper, you want to make sure that it covers completely edge to edge. You will want to glue and layer all of your strips of paper on your cardboard rectangle over and over until it is completely filled up with all of the beautiful artwork that we are recycling. You will repeat this process, alternating between the cut strips and the torn strips until you have all of your strips of paper completely filled up on your cardboard rectangle. This project really is turning out to be so cute and colorful. I just love it. Now that we have all of our strips of paper glued onto our rectangle, we will want to move to the next step of cutting the edges, but you may first want to let yours dry. I did let my glue dry for just a few minutes, so that way it's a little bit easier to work with. Now you can go ahead and grab your scissors and start cutting along the edge of your cardboard rectangle. This is just going to clean up the edges a little bit and line up all of your cut strips of paper so that way it has a nice clean look. Now that we have that completely cut, you are going to grab a piece of construction paper. I'm using a piece of purple construction paper, but you can use whatever color you would like. You will want to line it up in the corner edges, and then you will want to trace around it so that way you have a nice line that you can cut around and it lines up perfectly with your cardboard rectangle. Once your guidelines are drawn, go ahead and grab those scissors and you're going to cut out that piece of paper. Now with this piece of paper, we will be creating a heart frame. So go ahead and fold it in half, and you will want to do so on the long way, just like I am doing here, and fold your paper directly in half. Make sure that your corners and edges are completely lined up. Now that your paper is folded, go ahead and grab a pen or a marker or a pencil, and you will begin by drawing a half heart on the side that has the fold. This part is very important. Make sure that you draw this half heart on the side that has the fold. Be sure as well that the top, bottom, and edge do not go over the side of the paper. Now that the heart is drawn, go ahead and grab your scissors and you are going to cut it out starting at the fold side. This will give you a whole heart once you open up the paper, and it will reveal a heart frame. And there you have it. Ta-da! Now that we have this super cute heart frame, we're going to put it on top of our cardboard rectangle here. And as you can see, it's going to look kind of like this once we glue it down. So go ahead and grab that glue again and flip your heart frame over, and we will begin by applying glue to the back of the heart frame. You want to make sure to apply enough glue so that way all of the edges stick down, but remember that a little glue really does go a long ways. Now go ahead and apply your heart frame onto that cardboard rectangle. You'll want to press it down and make sure all of the edges and corners are lined up. Now that we have the front of our artwork done, go ahead and grab another piece of paper that we will be using on the back of our artwork. Go ahead and line up all of the corners so that way we can create a drawing guideline on the edges. Once the edges are drawn, you're going to go ahead and grab those scissors again and cut it out. Now we will apply this paper onto the back of our craft using our glue. This will give us a great space for us to write a message to our mom for Mother's Day. So before I glue my piece of paper on my craft, I'm going to grab a marker and I'm going to write a message to my mom on the paper. You can write something funny or sweet, but don't forget to tell her how much you love and care for her. I'm going to write, "Your love is full of color," because I think it's really cute and goes along with the bright and colorful craft we're creating today. And of course, I'm going to write, "I love you, Mom," just as a reminder to tell her how much I love her. With our message complete, go ahead and grab your glue and we will begin to apply the glue onto the back of our cardboard, and then we will apply our paper onto that as well. Make sure to line up all the corners and edges and then press it down until it's secure. And there we have our created and finished craft. I hope you enjoyed creating with me today, and remember to like and subscribe.